projects. So for the purpose of this project, to show you one that's fairly simplistic, I'm going to go back and take a look at the demo lawn care for 2018. All of our projects are workflow enabled. So you start, and this is what you would do, or the property manager would do, is you define what your project is. You provide a project summary. You actually add a property. You add any notes by just selecting the notes, and we'll do this in a moment. You select a note. It gives them the information that you want to share with them. It places it on the property. You have the ability to set your pricing. You can ask the contractors any questions that you want. You set the scheduling. Here's all the detail requirements. So if you have standard templates that you use to run a project, if you have certain things that are mandatory, they go here. And then on the bottom, we also load your terms and conditions. Terms and conditions is basically your contract with that vendor. If there's legal terms, anything that you need in there, insurance requirements, all of that goes into a standard contract, which is loaded separately and then injected to every project you do. So every project you do, by definition, goes out underneath the contract, should you choose to do that. Okay? Once you do that, you invite the vendors and you send it out for bid. So the vendor of your choice comes back. They get notified on their phone that, hey, you have a bid outstanding. It goes through a process, but they come in and they basically can type in the bid amount, what you want. They answer any of your additional questions that you have, and any other documents they want to upload, they can do very quickly. Same process that you do on your side. You've just shared that information with the vendor. Now they can interact with that documentation as well. Okay?
Okay, I have a question here. So do you put the vendors also? Do you enter them in, or do you have a library of vendors?
We have some vendors. It all depends on the property. Right now, the majority of our vendors are in the upper Midwest area. We have active properties right now all the way from Montana up through northern Michigan. But what we do is we typically recommend that you start with existing vendors, people you're familiar with, and to invite a vendor is simple as you put in their email address and you send it to a vendor. They get an email that says, okay, here's a new system. You're being requested as a preferred vendor for your company, for Penn Capital. They go in. It takes less than 5 minutes to sign up as a vendor, and now you're connected with that vendor.
Okay.
Okay. So then it moves into the contracting stage. The contract itself comes in, it gets injected, and it pulls all of the information. You know who the vendor is, you know who the agent or owner is, the property owner is. All the information is injected into the contract. As you've laid it out before. It goes through, it talks about all your detail requirements are in here. You get the picture. All your legal requirements, the property name, everything is injected into the contract. And on the right-hand side, I'll hide this for you, is you can see who signed it, when they signed it. This is legally enforceable. Think of this as VeriSign. But it's a component of the software. So now all of your records, all of your contracts are stored within a project at a particular property. If you want to track the payments, some people like to track from a cash flow perspective where they're standing against a particular project. You could load that here. This again, it's an option. You can use it should you want to.